So you were thinking about buying or selling a home here in the Charlotte area, or even relocating to Charlotte, North Carolina? Welcome to our YouTube channel, Discover Charlotte, where you're going to get an insider's look at what life is really like here in Charlotte, North Carolina. We get calls and texts every day from people just like you looking to learn a little bit more about Charlotte, North Carolina. If you're thinking about making a move, reach out to our team, send us a text message, give us a call, shoot us an email, or hop on Zoom. We'd love to meet you. But first, be sure to smash that subscribe button and tap that bell to be the first to know all that Charlotte has to offer and see new videos as they come up. Today, we are going to explore one of Charlotte's favorite towns, favorite suburbs, Huntersville, North Carolina. So what draws people to the Huntersville area? Well, there's multiple things. First and foremost, Lake Norman. You've got that lake life here. While Huntersville is located at the south end of Lake Norman, just being 15 miles just north of Charlotte City Center, you still get that lake life. Huntersville doesn't have a ton of Lake Norman's coastline, but it does have a lot of public parks where you can still get those activities. Like you can drop in your boat, you can hop on a kayak or paddleboard, and there's tons of public parks that offer you access to Lake Norman. Second, what brings people to Lake Norman is the shopping, the food, and the amenities. So I'm here at Birkdale Village. Birkdale Village is actually nationally recognized as a shopping center. It was designed after like a northeastern development, so making our northerners feel right at home here. Birkdale Village has over 60 retailers here in the area, and on top of those 60 retailers includes a wide variety and mixture of food. So you can see we've got Ease Sushi right there, we've got Brick's Wood-Fired Pizza behind us, we've got brown paper bag, we've got barbecue. I mean, you name it, you can have it here. On top of that, it actually just went through a renovation here. So they've redone all the turf. You'll see in just a bit, they have a concert stage here, and they're bringing new businesses here all the time. So Birkdale has a mixture of large name brands like Victoria's Secret and Kendra Scott and Banana Republic, and then also has that mixture of small boutique shops that you might want to get something a little different at. So on top of shopping, like you'll see, it is a mixed-use development area. So we'll take a tour a little bit later here around the residential side of it, but it offers single-family homes, offers townhomes, condos here. So it really is everything, and you can just spend a Friday night and walk down here. There's a bunch of pros and cons to Huntersville. So a few of the pros, obviously you've got lake life, you've got shopping. So if you're not interested in what Birkdale has to offer, you're just a short drive to North Lake Mall, or you can hop over the other direction and go over to Concord Mills. But you've got a variety of residential options here as well. So you've got new construction. Huntersville still has quite a few options of new construction, which the further you get into Charlotte, the harder and harder it's been to find new construction options here.
Okay, so we got a little rained out today on our tour in Huntersville. So we're gonna have to fill in some spaces that we didn't get to take a tour around. But if you're looking for a new construction in the Huntersville area, there's a few different options. So you can head over to Marabella, which is a larger master plan community built by Eastwood Homes. Their floor plans are about 3,100 square foot on average, and their lot sizes are on the lower end about 0.30 of an acre, and the houses are starting at 700,000. So that Marabella community by Eastwood Homes is located on the eastern side of 77. So it's right between, kind of like in that Huntersville, right in the middle of Huntersville and Concord area. So that's one option. Another option that you have is a community built by KB Homes called The Hills. They're a little bit smaller square footage, averaging about 2,500 square foot, and you're gonna start in the low 600s over there. That's just right down the road from Marabella, so still in that same area, just a different size home. And then if you're looking for something a little bit on the lower end of the price point, you can get Vermillion townhomes starting in the high threes, you can head over to Oaklawn, where they have townhomes starting into mid threes, lower fours. So there's a ton of different options for you if you're looking for that new construction home in the Huntersville area.
So Birkdale is a mixed-use development. So on top of the 60 plus retailers that we have here and the mix of restaurants, the new ones coming in and the old ones that have been here for a while, we have residential living here as well. So you can see there's condos right here. Some of these are available for rent. Some are condos for own, but right around this direct area, we're surrounded by single family homes and townhomes. So the average price of those homes are going to be about that $530,000 range. And they're going to have a very community feel to it, or your lots are going to be smaller. You're going to have, like, most of them will have front porches, kind of that Charleston feel. If you've ever experienced Charleston, we'll take a tour here in just a little bit so you can get a good idea of what that feels like. But then if you just go a little bit further right across Sanford, which is one of the main roads here, if you're on 77 and you hop off of exit 25, you're hopping off of Sanford Road, which is where we are here. And down on Sanford, there's also a ton of other stores. There's Target, there's Lowe's. So it's really kind of a central main operation of Huntersville. So if you cross over the road though, so about a 15-20 walk depending on where you are, there are larger single family homes in Birkdale community. So you have Birkdale Village right here. There's also Birkdale, which has larger, a lot of brick homes built in the 70s and 80s, so a bit older as well. So we're at one of our next stops here. We're in the middle of the Vermillion subdivision here in Huntersville. This is a really cool neighborhood. This is about 1.5 miles away from exit 23, where Birkdale Village and the Birkdale community is actually off of exit 25, so just further north right now. And one of my favorite things about this one is this neighborhood has its own little neighborhood restaurant here in Huntersville called Harvey's. It is one of my go-to places for lunch and brunch if I'm up this way. And so this neighborhood is really cool. It does have a mix of older homes and newer homes. Pulte homes and Ryan homes are still building here in this neighborhood. Your average price point right now for a single family home is about that $600,000 here, but as you can see, we have townhouses that you could get for a little bit of a lower dollar. There is talk that in 2024 they are going to be opening up what is called Vermillion Village, more of a retail shopping space anchored by like a food shopping space. So we'll definitely see what that brings. It'll be really cool. But Vermillion has a lot of community amenities as well. You've got parking, walking trails, you've got parks, and you've got pools here. So this is a really cool neighborhood here in just a different part of Huntersville. So we are now in the Northstone community in Huntersville. This is located off of exit 23. This is a very popular community here in Huntersville, obviously for the 18-hole private golf course that sits right in the middle of the community. The golf course is 237 acres, 18 holes. It's got several amenities like tennis courts. We've got a pool. It's a beautiful clubhouse over there. So this is a master plan community of about 1,000 homes. They were all built in the late 1990s to early 2000s. The average price point right now, you're sitting at right about $640. So let's go take a look into the community.
Okay, so we're back in the office. We unfortunately didn't get to tour all of the communities that we wanted to, but we did show you around Vermillion. We got to take a look at Northbrook, one of Huntersville's favorite golf courses. But aside from that, what you're going to find in Huntersville is a lot of single family living. There are homes anywhere from the $400,000 range all the way up to luxury price points. The average price point right now in Huntersville is sitting right at that $550 price point. So we kind of covered a few items of what brings people to Huntersville. Well, you've got Lake Norman, right? Then you've got lots and lots of shopping. Huntersville also has really good school districts, whether you're looking for a public school district or you're looking for a charter school or a private school. Now, Huntersville is better known. If you're talking to a local there and you say, you know, where is this located? You're gonna hear, well, I'm off of exit 25 or well, I'm off of exit 23. If you go towards exit 25, you're gonna get the higher rated school district for the Huntersville area. If you're hanging out around the exit 23, at least right now at the time of this video, you're gonna get into more of the Charlotte City schools. So again, I always recommend if you're moving to an area for schools, make sure you cross-reference them. A good reference I use is greatschools.org. So you've got the lake life, you've got shopping and convenience and dining options, you've got good schools, you've got new construction options still, and you also have established neighborhoods. So Huntersville offers a little bit of everything. One of the biggest negatives and downfalls of Huntersville is traffic. Because Huntersville has become such a sought after location here right outside of the Charlotte area, the people are just keep coming. So it's really adding to the construction. And then while we are only a short drive to the Charlotte City Center or Charlotte International Airport, if you're hopping on 77, depending on what time of day, especially rush hour traffic, to get from Charlotte to Huntersville, you could be sitting in traffic from anywhere from 45 minutes to an hour. They did, over the past couple of years, open up the 77 Expressway, which has helped out a ton for traffic. So there's a lot of really good things, your proximity to the Charlotte City Center, but if you don't want to live in Charlotte, you can also jet over to the Concord area, or you can go up to Cornelius and Davidson, some other really cool Lake Norman communities. You've got waterfront dining, you've got a cute little downtown area, and new things are constantly opening in Huntersville. You know, breweries and restaurants and shops are constantly over there. We toured around Birkdale a little bit where we saw this massive renovation, which is really going to draw families of all age groups and people of all age groups, young, old, professional, retired, you name it. It's going to be a really good gathering spot for them. So there's a ton that Huntersville has to offer. If you have any questions, be sure you drop us in a comment. Let us know. We'd be happy to help you. And as always, if you're looking to relocate or buy or sell a home here in the Charlotte area, reach out to our team. We'd love to make your move just a little bit easier.